So the other day there, I was thinking about what would make the most cuddly Fursona. And as some of you might know, I posted a whole load of polls on YouTube last week asking you guys what you thought the best qualities were. So what I did was I took all of those answers and poured it into a Fursona. So here is how we designed the ultimate cuddle Fursona. Badly. To start off, I asked you guys who you thought gave the best kind of cuddles between furries and scalies. And that was just so that I can get a kind of understanding of what kind of species I was drawing. And a resounding 90% of you chose furries. So there goes my snake sona drawing. To start off, I am a massive sucker for big ears. So naturally, I made them as big as I possibly could. And the reason I did this was because I felt like the bigger the ears, the easier it is for the Fursona to hear their cuddle partner's heartbeat. And I thought that would be adorable. And while I was in this vicinity, I started drawing some head floof because I never got to do that with Woofles, and I wish I did. So we made the head a little bit smaller because that would maximize the space that they could bury their head into their partner. And we also gave them like big sleepy eyes because, you know what, they're in a constant state of coziness. And I thought it kind of gave off like cuddly stoner vibes, which I do think is adorable. And completing the head, we gave them a little bit of side floofs, and before just doing the neck and then moving on to the arms. So for the arms, we asked you guys how many and what kind of hands you guys would consider to be the best for cuddling. And you guys voted for 2 hands. So unfortunately there's no Cthulhu cuddles today. And at this stage, we also started drawing a little bit of the t-shirt because we're going to give a t-shirt. We're going to have something cool, right? For the body, you guys reckon that a chunky body would be the best kind to cuddle. And to illustrate this, I wanted to show a little bit of belly. Please, don't tell YouTube. So for the shirt, I wanted to add a little bit of personality. So what I did was I added a slogan that only furries would know. And deliberately misspell it to make it cool. You're singing it in your head, aren't you? I also wanted to make a little version of our sona because I guess that's what furries do in their t-shirts. For the legs, I wanted to keep them quite chunky for a couple of reasons. Number one was that I felt like it would look weird if it had like the big chunky body and little dangly legs, kind of like Johnny Bravo style. And the second reason is because they would generate so much heat. Because if you're doing like a big full body cuddle, like legs and all, then honestly, it would be amazing if they were quite chunky, therefore they generate so much heat, and you're going to be so cozy in there. As well as not drawing in general, I generally do not draw feet. So the feet here will be just the usual kind. But we did give them some shorts because they are comfy and easy to wear. What we did do was add in a big massive tail because we all know that tails are so much better than maws and paws. It's just fact at this point. But more importantly to the cuddling, I thought it'd be really nice if you got like a tail all wrapped around you and all cozied in. Cause honestly, I think that's the furry dream. And that's it! So all that was left to do was doing a little bit of colouring, and what I wanted to do is I made them orange because it's like a warm colour, and also I wanted to put a couple of rainbows in there because I like rainbows. What's wrong with rainbows? What's wrong with rainbows? I also forgot to colour in the eyelids, so I guess they're white eyelids now. Sorry about the weird mic change in the middle of a video, but I also wanted to include this time-lapse of me drawing this, just to show that I made a ton of mistakes and a ton of changes throughout drawing this. So if you're an artist and you find yourself constantly changing your art and getting frustrated, just remember that is also okay. Just remember, have fun, and that's the main thing about this. So there is the ultimate cuddle Fursona. And obviously I am not very good at drawing, but I wanted to show that you don't need to be a great artist in order to have fun and create Fursonas. So please, if you're starting out or if you don't think you're good at drawing, please don't let that hold you back. Just make sure you're having fun. And I want to also say, what did I get right with this Sona? What did I get wrong? And what challenges, what kind of drawing challenges would you guys like me to do next time? I would love to hear them. And if you want to give this Fursona a go, or rather drawing it, or perhaps drawing your own Cuddle Fursona, please, please, please tag me over on Twitter, because I would love to see what you guys can draw. And also, if you fancy talking, if you fancy talking to me, head over to Twitch. I am on these days, and I'm boring, but I'm always happy to talk to new people. But honestly, more than anything, guys, remember that you matter yesterday, you matter today, and you matter tomorrow. And I love you all. Mwah.